I don't recall if you had a response to Candace or...
I mean, I was just going to say the opposite content does exist, and I would say that it's more prevalent, and usually there's more of it than there is the opposite.
I just know she had a Made in Hell shirt.
Community she wants to represent. I think that somebody that is single, and obviously, like I said, she closed out the video saying, I know that women that are married and have children can do all of these things as well, but this is what makes me feel better because I'm not that far along. And I think if she's giving comfort and solace to women that want to be in that position and aren't quite there yet, whether you took it that way or not, I think that that's okay.
Spicy.
I think anything that she did in there was meant to be charitable. It was all about her. So, I mean, just a different interpretation, but I'm just happy that you were honest and admitted that it is becoming trendy to put down women.
Yeah. Candace, fuck what you talking about. Let's talk about what you talking about.
Speaking to what you were saying about it being an act of rebellion, I used to be a feminist. If you had found me, you're 22, right? Found me at 22, I would have probably had the same perspectives as you about family. It is something different, and you will realize that when it's someone that's 29 years old and saying that, it's not the same intention. It's not, I'm young, I'm free, I'm wild, and I think I'm going to live forever. Mm-hmm. What she's doing is something different, and also, just recently today, actually, Emma Roddick-Jakowski came out with a quote about, I think getting divorced before you're 30 is chic. That's something else. And that a woman at 22, a woman at 29 saying something that is appropriate when you're at 21 or 22, it's a little different. And she knew what she was doing. It was intentional. And like I said, if you look into her content, this is not some innocent woman that was posting just to boost herself up on the internet. Mm-hmm. She's trying to get clicks. She's trying to get views. Right. And she got them, for better or for worse.
I want to come back a little bit now to people's relationship status. So, or not even so much relationship status, but perhaps it's related. So both of you do
OF?
Courtship?
Sex work?
Courtship?
Courtesan.
That's
an old-fashioned historical term.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. Hey, chat. Hey, this is her in the future. Like right now, hey, she bagging, she busting. Hey, right now she young. Hey, the world her oyster, what they call that shit. But when she get, that's her 20 years later.
Okay.
Back in the day, courtesans were able to own property.
And by the way, this is the first time I've ever heard the word courtesan. What the fuck is that?
Whereas the Little Miss didn't have that ability the way the laws were written back in the day of ancient years. Like the wife was toddlerized. And then the courtesans were able to go and attend the meetings with the politicians and the business owners and actually state their case and be influential.
But, okay, so I'm just trying to differentiate here because courtesan... That's when I think of it, I think of people who are in the court. Typically, there's a kingdom. Yeah. There's a kingdom. There's a monarch, and there's maybe some of them are dukes, maybe.
It's from that era,
but viceroys. Yeah. There's some viceroys in there. There's a couple of
I'm about to skip this shit.
I don't know some other terms. Lords, ladies. But okay, so you guys work in Nevada, is that correct? In what's the place that you guys work at?
There's different brothels. The Bunny Ranch. I've been at the Bunny Ranch. We've both been
they freelancers. Just say that. Bro, they could have just said if they freelancers, then they get paid to smack the booty. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about? Why you call these different words? I don't like that these women are trying to come up with different words so they don't feel ashamed for what they do. Stop it. Stop coping. You a fucking freelancer. You were a hooker. Whatever the fuck words you use. Own it. Keep it moving.
There, we both worked at the world famous Mustang.
By the way, are y'all paying for the orange? If she said, I charge, I don't know, let me do a reasonable number that I think people will really probably do. $75, right? If she says $75, are y'all doing it? Chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. Put a yes or no in the chat. Put yes or no in the comment section.
Okay.
Those are more normal.
Oh, so you guys both don't work there, or you don't work there anymore. Do you still work at what is it called, the Bunny Ranch, or?
So, hold on. We're independent contractors. So
take your time.
So like when we're on tour, we contract ourselves out, with whomever.
Okay.
So that might change.
On tour.
Sure. So a couple questions here. So I don't know, maybe it's changed throughout the course of your life, but how many, maybe you see men, maybe you see women, how many per day or per week, do you call them clients? What do you call them?
Bro, clients. Stop dancing around this shit. Just say how many people you fuck. I don't like all this dancing around shit. Oh man.
It's
What are they called?
friends.
Can't
No,
take it.
not tricks.
Marks?
No.
No? Okay. I don't know. I don't know the terminology. I'm not
I mean,
in the world.
some providers may, but they're not maybe
Okay.
the most respectful.
Okay.
I like to deem them friends as soon as I
Sure.
get to know them, and
Gotcha.
and we are like friends. Sometimes we're like married
Stop
couples.
the cap.
But,
Stop the cap.
It can be.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
It depends. Anywhere from like 2 to 3 a day. That's a lot.
2 to 3 a
but
day.
maybe
Okay.
5 a week.
Okay. What about you?
So anywhere between 2 to 3. Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Anywhere between 2 to 3.
Okay.
2 to 3
and
what? A day?
sometimes
Or a month?
4 or 5.
Or a week?
Depending on.
Sure. Per day.
Yes.
Do you know what the most?
Damn. 4 to 5. So she get 4 to 5 new dicks a day. Oh my gosh. And she on camera saying that? Oh, it's over for you. Hang it up, buddy. Hang it up. Hang it up. Hang it up. Because I know for a fact they ain't paying to hang out. I know for a fact they ain't paying to just be like, cool. Oh, yeah, let me just hang out with her and pay thousands of dollars. Yeah, okay, buddy. Bro. This might be I'm not gonna lie to you. This might be the most craziest shit I've heard in a long time. A female is on camera saying how many dudes and clients she has on camera. That's wild to me.
Is in one day? Like, was there one day?
It always fluctuates.
Okay. Is there ever like a 10, a dozen?
I don't.
Yes.
Is that,
I mean,
Baker's
yeah,
dozen?
it can. It
Okay.
He said Baker
can
does it.
happen.
Sure.
I don't personally do that.
When coming off the heels of Dennis Hoff's Cat House, there were, I
What?
mean,
Oh,
10.
Nick, hide. In-
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're fine. Okay, all right, good. All right, welcome to the Whatever Podcast. Always something. Where were we?
I was mentioning.
Probably somebody was calling them out for calling them fucking whores and hookers. That's what probably happened. Or somebody was extremely disrespectful and wanted to be like, hey, I'm about to tell these motherfuckers, y'all are hookers and y'all are whores.
After Dennis.
Hey, we got somebody that says they're going monk mode. Monk mode, broski. I fuck with it. I do think they should be at a limited time. I do think that you should not limit yourself to not experience women when it comes to just talking to them and conversating, because then you'll be weird when you actually don't conversate with them. But if you don't have that problem, then fuck what the fuck I'm talking about. Do you? But if you still have that anxiety when you talk to women, like most men do, I'm not even harping on you, then you should still be engaging with them in a romantic manner, just maybe not taking the step past a certain level. But that's just my advice. Take it with a grain of salt. Let's continue on.
Hoff did his famous show, Cat House on HBO. He drummed up a ton of mainstream media. He got one of the girls on Oprah and whatnot. There were so many people coming in. Those were the days where maybe you'd be seeing like 10 clients, 12 clients in a day.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
that was a lot.
Gotcha. And
Hey, my bad for pausing right here, but I just thought of a theory just now. I think a lot of women that are fine, and I'm not putting my cape on, I'm not simping, none of that bullshit, but I think a lot of women that are fine grow up not having to be anything other than being fine. So when they get into an environment where they have to defend for themselves, the only thing that they know is to be fine. And what happens when you are being fine? What is that? Getting flown out, getting tricked out, getting holed out. Everything, things that are for your body. It's not things that are intellect, skills that you learn, a talent that you have. It is all because of the body that you were born in. So you use that body because you don't know anything else, because you had that body. So my advice to most parents, hey, if you gotta pause, this is about to sound wild what I'm about to say. But I'm gonna say it fucking anyway. If you are a beautiful woman and you know you're gonna have a beautiful daughter, if you are a man and you got a beautiful wife, I would highly advise you to put skills in your kids early, because my theory is when these kids grow up and they don't actually have skills because they rely on their good looks, quote unquote, then they never develop having skills in the real world. It's just that simple. And then when they get into a bind to where they have to fend for themselves and make money for themselves, etc., guess what they're gonna fall back into? Using their body. So I think that's probably what happens, because I've seen it happen over and over and over again. The most beautiful women, the most finest women, you want to say, they always seem to fucking go towards like sex work. So I just have that theory, but y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not.